And the excitement is growing among Indian American voters in the US at the prospect of having a president or second lady from South Asia after November's election. The families of presumptive Democratic nominee Kamala Harris and Usha Vance, the wife of the Republican vice presidential nominee, both hailed from India. And that heritage is sparking a renewed interest in the race for the White House. DD India's Nick Harper sends this report from Washington.
In front of millions of Americans, Indian cooking skills suddenly became a hot topic at the Republican National Convention.
Although he's a meat and potatoes kind of guy, he adapted to my vegetarian diet and learned to cook food from my mother, Indian food.
Usha Vance, a California attorney with Indian parents, has suddenly become a household name after Donald Trump picked her husband, J.D. Vance, as his vice presidential running mate. Her story means a lot to Kishan Putta. He, like Usha Vance's parents, come from Andhra Pradesh and both speak Telugu. And although his politics are different to hers, he appreciates the representation she brings to this election.
Our politics and elected politics is not very diverse, and we don't see many people who look like us in the leadership positions of this country. We can get beyond party labels and partisan politics and just appreciate that multiculturalism for itself is a positive step.
On the Democratic side, Kamala Harris has the chance to make history.
Okay, so what we're going to cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because you are Indian.
Yes.
Okay.
A win in November would make her not just the first female president, but the first president of South Asian descent. A fact not lost on the Indian American diaspora, many of whom hold progressive ideals that align with democratic policies. Chintan Patel works to increase South Asian representation and engagement in US politics.
In a way, there's this new energy, this new enthusiasm within the community for the potential of, electing Vice President Harris. We've been harnessing it. We're getting folks mobilized and engaged in this process like they've never been before. And I think we're going to continue to see that.
Census figures showed that the Indian American community grew more than 50% in the decade from 2010 to 2020. And now it'll be up to the political parties to engage with the diaspora, the country's fastest growing racial voting bloc, ahead of November's election. Nick Harper in Washington, reporting for DD India.